Now to our other top story for you this Thursday. The U.S. believes Iran may retaliate against Israel in the coming days. General Michael Eric Kurilla, the commander of U.S. Central Command, in fact, traveling to Israel today to discuss coordination of defense plans against any potential attack. Let's get right out to Logan Ratick, who's at the Pentagon, has been monitoring the developments. And obviously, if this is an attack on Israel, Israel is coming out saying we will attack Iran back as well. So further escalation, and one that could draw the U.S. into this even deeper. Logan.
Yeah, Bianca, the head of Central Command is in Israel meeting with officials, including Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant today, warning them about the possible ways in which Iran can launch an attack, which U.S. officials say is imminent. Now, the U.S. is warning Israel that Iran could launch drones and missiles from inside Iran at Israel. There's also fears among Israeli officials that there could be an attack launched by Iran-backed militants from the West Bank, similar to what we saw on October 7th. So there are fears that the Israeli border on that side could be stormed by militants of different Islamic groups. Now, again, those conversations are underway between U.S. and Israeli officials right now about what those attacks can entail. But Israel could launch preemptive strikes inside Iran. That's something that's being considered to target nuclear facilities and other military sites. And many of Iran's nuclear sites are at least partially underground. But the Israeli government reportedly believes it could target those locations with bunker-busting bombs. Israel could also target Iranian oil and gas facilities to cripple Iran's economy. Now, Iran also has a very large missile arsenal, but many of the missiles capable of reaching Israel are not very accurate. However, Iran says that a small number of new, more advanced missiles are more accurate and difficult to intercept. But retired Air Force Brigadier General Blaine Holt told Newsmax this morning that preparations are already underway inside Iran.
They're showing every single visual that you could show that they are going to be attacking directly at Israel. They've got all their rocket forces, their missile bases on high alert. The leadership has gone into bunker in Isfahan, which is the south of Tehran.
But the White House is also worried about possible Iranian attacks on U.S. forces in the Middle East. There are currently thousands of troops that are stationed in Syria, Iraq, even Jordan, where we saw that deadly strike by Iran-backed militants just a few months ago. Iran is accusing the U.S. of having prior knowledge of Israel's strike in Damascus on April 1st that killed 2 Iranian generals, including Quds Force commander Mohammad Reza Zahidi. Iranian proxies, as we've reported, they've already targeted U.S. forces in the Middle East more than 150 times since Hamas launched its war on Israel. The White House, though, claims it had no involvement on the Israeli airstrike that took place in Syria, taking out those top Iranian commanders. So, Bianca, a very tense situation in the Middle East. Those meetings are underway right now, and we're expecting to learn more here at the Pentagon later today. 2:30 Eastern time is when the Pentagon briefing is scheduled with Press Secretary Pat Ryder. We'll be in the room, and we'll bring you updates as they come in. Back to you.
Critical information today. We may learn. Logan Ratick live at the Pentagon with the latest we know right now. Thank you so much, Logan.